A very interesting and a very delicate part of the job seeking process is what's called the counter offer. As the name suggests, it's what happens in response to a job offer being made by an employer to a job seeker, to a candidate. Company A makes an offer, the candidate looks at it and goes, oh great, okay, I'm going to accept that. They go into their own work, their existing employer, and they resign in favour of the new job. The existing employer says, whoa, 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 Mark, hold everything, mate. Hang on a second. We had no idea you were unhappy. We had no idea you were looking to leave. Leave it with me. Let me go and speak to the powers that be, and I'll come back to you straight away. The boss goes away and does this, speaks to the powers that be, comes back with what is called a counter offer. Now, it's not always about money. It usually is, but it could be about more responsibility. It could be about a change of job task even. But normally it's designed, obviously, to try and trump the first offer and say, no, 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 we still love you. We think you're great. Stay with us. Now, this happens quite frequently, of course, particularly to candidates, to employees who are good and who are valued. Unsurprisingly, companies don't want to lose those people, so they often do scramble around like crazy. Now, there's often a sort of a truism that's sort of rolled around the recruitment world, which goes something like 75% of all candidates who receive counter offers and stay with the existing company will be gone inside 12 months. Look, along with 76.3% of all statistics, it's made up. I've never seen any meaningful evidence to suggest that, but recruiters will say this a lot because to some extent we're trying to generate the idea that a counter offer is not something you should take. You've been made an offer by a new company, take it, go, leave. You wanted to leave anyway, so leave. Now, putting aside naked sort of self-regard, there are sometimes good reasons why it's not going to work out if you stick around. It's a little bit like if you imagine a romantic situation. If your romantic partner tells you they want to leave or they're going to leave, and you then kind of scramble around and say you're going to fix whatever it was that's not been working, and he or she says, okay, fair enough, I'll stay. You're always going to have that in the back of your mind that he or she was virtually out the door. And I think that will always tarnish to some extent your view of that person, and perhaps it will make that long-term success of your relationship that much harder. So there is definitely something in this. Once you've kind of mentally checked out, once you've tried to resign and walk away, the counter offer is probably going to be a band-aid over a deeper wound. It doesn't mean you dismiss it entirely, but I think you've got to think quite seriously about, is it just going to be a very, very short-term solution that isn't really going to solve the issue that made you want to leave in the first place? So yeah, it's again a very, very delicate area. There's no hard and fast rules in my opinion on this stuff, but it's really important to not just be flattered into staying in a situation that until sort of 30 seconds ago you were convinced was something you should walk away from. So give it lots of thought. Don't be amazed when it happens, and don't allow that emotion to cloud your more objective assessment. Okay, have a good time with that one. At least they want you. At least both sides want you. That's a good thing, of course. So yeah, see how that plays out.